to welcome to Grand Bend Speedway. You're an alumni, aren't you?
I am alumni. I'm right here from the time I was 8 until I was about in my late teens. Ran junior late models here as well as mini trucks, so it's great to be back.
Yeah, we're going to have lots of racing on tap today, including our first annual Grand Bend Speedway Alumni pro-kart race. That'll open up our second half of the program this afternoon, but plenty to come, including our junior sprints, NASCAR 9 horsepower sprints, mini trucks, the Cobra Series, late models, hot rods, stocks, bone stocks. Plenty of racing here. Make sure that you stay hydrated. The racing fans, it is hot out here. Water, maybe alcohol, beverage, of course. We have the Blake Watson coming off her very first ever race. And of course, 8 laps of scheduled distance here for our finish.
White flag this time by, and Watson's reeled Lloyd in a little bit here. Quarter mile to go for Blake, trying to get by Maxwell here. They'll come out of turn 2, nose to tail. See if Maxwell protects that lower groove. Yes, Blake looking for an opening. Coming out of turn 4, a little wobbly 6X. Might have a drag race at the line. And it's Maxwell Lloyd by probably about a good couple of feet to take heat race 1 for the Prince.
Great race by the 2 of Blake Watson, able to come home with a 2nd place in that heat race. Look forward to seeing her run this feature as well.
lot of breeze here this afternoon, which is a good thing for the humidity, trying to keep us as cool as we possibly can. The drivers need to stay cool. That's their priority. They're going to be hot in those race vehicles this afternoon. Wind looks like it's blowing down the back out of turn 2, so they might get a little bit of a push. They might walk into a wall of wind coming out of turn 4, though, this afternoon.
Yeah, soon.
Maxwell Lloyd, the official winner of that heat race. Out comes the automobiles for heat race for junior sprint class. The 10, that's Tyson Fusil out of London. Good to see Tyson back out. The blue 6 in turn 1, that's Alexis Eaton out of London. Paxton Bright from Petrolia. 18X, that's Petrolia's Edwin Hyde. The 10X, Max and Desat from Chatham, Ontario. Good to see some new names out here for the junior sprint class. '98, Bryson Fuller from London. 6 entries into heat race number 2. 8 laps to scheduled distance. Aiden is our race director. See, we got Luke on official timing and scoring here this afternoon as the field will double up, and we'll see the white this time by. This is Kate Frio with you this afternoon. Thanks for joining us at Grand Bend Speedway and Festival Center for Alumni Day. So we'll be Paxton Brighton at 15, the control vehicle coming out of turn number 4, 8 laps here. Junior sprints, green flag, we're racing. Nice jump there by Tyson Fusil in that white number 10. Used to seeing Tyson in the orange 99 from a couple years ago. Edwin Hyde will make a move to the inside, looking for the lead. Here comes Alexis Eaton in that blue number 6 as well. And Fuller there in that black 98. It'll be Hyde leading the first lap. Eaton to the high side of Fusil will grab the second spot. And Fuller with a nice run out of turn number 2. Bryson Fuller to the outside in the 98. Fusil trying to protect that spot. The 10X is Max and Desat there as well. Desat has passed Seal. That's the 10X going into turn number 1. Good for third spot. Still Hyde and Eaton out front for the lead. And 2 to go this time by. Half a mile to go for the leader, Edwin Hyde, but Alexis Eaton is right there. Good battle for third as well. They might see some traffic here in the 15 before this race is done. White flag on the speedway, quarter mile to go for Edwin Hyde in that 18. Alexis Eaton in that blue number 6 looking for the lead. They will have to negotiate traffic here with 2 turns to go. They'll go the high side. Everyone does a good job. Use that car as a pick. Checker flag in the air. Edwin Hyde will take heat race number 2 for the junior sprint class, followed by Eaton in the Sat Fusil Fuller and the 15 of Paxton Bright. And that'll wrap up heat racing for our junior sprint class.
Next on the track will be the 9-horse sprints. Sponsor for this division is McLean's Home Hardware in Grand Bend and Exeter. Yeah, they're coming through. The line. On the track for the 9-horse mini sprints, the 90 of Keegan Lamont, the 88 of Andrew Rose Cole, the 12 of Garth McLean, and the 13 of Ray Jensen Jr.
Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. And green flag, we're racing the 9-horsepower sprint class. Older drivers, little older drivers, faster cars, and all 4 looking to stay together here. Rose Cole will lead them out of turn number 4. Janice Jr. right there. McLean to the inside of Lamont. Oh, and he goes around in turn number 2 and into the infield. See if he keeps it going. Still green on the racetrack. Still green. Our flagman will watching the progression of that 12 car on the backstretch back out onto the racing surface and will stay green, but the McLean will go a lap down here, I think. New leader, Ray Janice Jr. out front. Cross legs, 4 down, 4 to go here. 9-horsepower sprint opening heat. Janice Jr. out front. Rose Cole in the tire tracks at 13. Lamont in 3rd and McLean in 4th. Coming around, white flag. On in Speedway, Janice Jr., Rose Cole 1-2. Lamont in 3rd, McLean in 4th with that green 12 a lap down. So Lamont all alone in 3rd, out of turn 4. Checker flag in the air, and Janice Jr. will hold on for the win over Andrew Rose Cole. Then it's Lamont and McLean, your finish. heat race number 1 for the 9 horsepower sprint class. And of course, viewers watching it, Checkered Flag Media, thanks for joining us this afternoon. And the third member of our team, John, not here today. Kate Friel is going to call heat race number 2 for you.
Rolling out onto the track is the 9-horse sprint heat 2. The 5 of Rose and the 33 of Carter Nickel.
Yeah, Kate, good to see Carter back in the car a couple weeks ago. Took a pretty hard hit in coming out of turn number 2, right front, destroyed. Carter had to get evaluated by our medical team on site. So good to see him back in the car. He was actually in the car on Friday night. There's bone stock out at Delaware for the Earl Ross Memorial Night. Expecting a third car here, Kate, but looks like we're just going to be 2 cars in heat race number 2.
Yeah, I just checked with race control. We've only got 2 cars for this heat, so we're going to have a drag race for 8 laps. So we've got the 5 of Rose and the 33 of Nickel.
Kate, who's our next class?
Green flags in the air and off they go. It looks like Nickel's going to get a good jump on the outside going into turn 1. Looks like nothing phased Carter Nickel from last week. Out in front of this field early and getting a nice jump on the other car. And that's the 5 of Rose. Looks like the 5's got to retire to the pits, and it looks like Carter Nickel is going to do some practice laps almost for this one, Chris, and able to get some lap times in and some good testing.
And kudos, Kate, to this racer. Ran bone stocks last year, a couple of years. Won the bone stock title here at Grand Bend Speedway in a full-size car, as you can imagine. And entering the 9 horsepower sprint class for the first time this year. And as mentioned, took a big hit a couple of weeks ago. Had to be evaluated by medical staff and getting right back in the car. Shows the intensity of Mr. Carter Nickel, white flag on the Speedway.
Carter Nickel able to take this one as the 5 car had to roll off the track, hoping that they will be back in feature race contendants. But the 33 of Carter Nickel takes the checkered flag for heat race number 2.
Mini truck class, sponsored by Robson Scrap Metal, on track right now. Love this class. Been very exciting quite a few years. Last 5 or 6 years, very competitive. 2 heat races this afternoon for the trucks. On track, Melbourne, Ontario's Acacia Zimikin at 15. The 11 is Colin Klumper from Mitchell, graduating from the junior sprint class last year. And we just saw the 18 in the junior sprint team truck. They're all coming out here. Looks like one main race here. It will be the first of 2 features for the trucks. And Kate will be interviewing our winner. 53 is Watford's Nick Thuss. 18, that's Quinn Gertz out of Ilderton. The 19 is Caleb Gertz, also out of Ilderton. And the 4 is Dylan Graham from Glencoe. Laps the scheduled distance for the mini truck. Race control talking to the drivers, one-way radios asking them to double up here. Moving to 15 of Zimick, the control truck. Klumper on the outside of row 1. Hayden Thuss in row 2. The Gertz boys in row 3. And Dylan Graham shotgun on the field for the feature race of number 1 of 2 for the mini trucks. Should be a very competitive field again this afternoon. These trucks are all momentum based. They'll come out of turn number 4, green flag on the Speedway. They'll pretty much be pedal to the floorboard all the way around the track. If they get off the gas at all, it takes a little while to get them going again. Example A, the 11 of Colin Klumper had to get out of the gas and they didn't like the start. They're going to call him back here. Race control did not like the start of that green flag, so we'll rack them and restack them here. So they'll bring the 11 truck of Klumper back up to the front beside the 15. As mentioned, they'll be pedal to the floorboard here all around the quarter mile. Once you lift the foot in these trucks, it takes a little while to get them back up and going to full speed. White flag will turn them loose next time by. Acacia Zimick, the control truck in the blue 15. Colin Klumper outside row 1. Edwin Hyde, Nick Thuss row 2. Quinn and Caleb Gertz in row number 3. Dylan Graham in the 4 truck. Mini truck class on the Speedway. Here they come. Green flag, and we're racing, and Zimick, good start in the 15. Hyde already to the 2nd spot. Quinn Gertz trying to follow Edwin through. Colin Klumper off the pace. That's going to bother the 15 of Nick Thuss, and Thuss will go to the inside of the 11. Almost contact for 2nd. Quinn Gertz to the inside of Hyde for position. And Caleb Gertz trying to follow him through. Here comes Dylan Graham as well. And the cream rising to the top early here in its 20-lap feature race number 1. It's Zimick out front. And Quinn Gertz wants to change that to the inside of the 15. New leader. Here comes Caleb Gertz to the inside. The Gertz boys come to the front. Dylan Graham trying to follow him through. And Graham will dive to the inside of the 15 truck and grab 3rd spot. Zimick back to 4th, and it's Thuss, Hyde, and Klumper, your running order. It's Quinn Gertz at the point. front three trying to get away now. Gertz, and Graham all by themselves out in front. And Quinn trying to hit all his marks to try and stay ahead of Caleb and Dylan. That Ford truck, Dylan Graham looks a little racy. Good run out of turn 2. Closes right in on the rear decklet of Caleb Gertz. And we'll look to the outside again. Decides not to make a move there. Another good run by Graham. Here comes the Ford trying to get a nose in. And the Graham is there for second spot. And Dylan Graham trying to grab that spot. And he will. And we'll try and track down the leader, Quinn Gertz in the 18. Quinn Gertz, Dylan Graham, Caleb Gertz, your running order, and it's Zimick, Thus, Hyde, and Klumper.
For Graham, looks like he is catching the 18. Looks like he has a slightly different lot in going through 3 and 4.
That Ford truck looks really strong this afternoon, and Dylan Graham has left Caleb Gertz and has reeled in the leader. They will have to contend with the 18 of Hyde and the 11 of Klumper very shortly here. Halfway this time by, halfway, 10 down, 10 to go. Battle for the 4th position out of turn number 4. It's Thus to the inside and Zimick. And we'll grab that 4th spot, but the leaders coming in on the tail end of the lead lap.
Catching that lap traffic is definitely going to make a difference and could change this lead. Let's see how they maneuver through lap traffic.
What a move by Dylan Graham. Gets to the inside. They split Klumper, and Graham will grab the lead to the inside of Hyde. Great move by Dylan Graham on the backstretch. Quinn Gertz not done with him yet, though.
Graham able to put it through.
We got a truck around in Zimick on the front stretch in reverse. We'll call a caution here. Didn't quite see what happened to Casey there. We'll see if a lap was completed before the caution. If that's the case, then Dylan Graham will stay your leader. If not, we'll go to the running order of the last completed green flag lap. And the 15 from Checkered Flag Media spun around on her own, coming out of turn number 4. Great battle. And once they got to the tail end of the lead lap, Kate Dillon took advantage. Quinn Gertz went high. Dylan Graham went low to split the Klumper truck and was able to grab the lead. Good heads-up driving there by the 4. So the 15 facing the right way. And Keisha will get back into the field here. So we're just past halfway, if I'm not mistaken, and Dylan Graham will be the leader.
Looks like the 18 is going ahead of the 4.
You're right. Absolutely. Quinn Gertz retains the lead. Last completed green flag lap. Big restart here for the 4. Dylan Graham will be on the outside. Caleb Gertz, the 19, will be inside row 2. A good start by the 19 will probably force that 4 to stay up high. So important restart here for Graham and that 4 machine. White flag on the Speedway. Quinn Gertz and Graham out front. Caleb Gertz and Fuss row number 2. Hyde and Zimick row number 3. And then Colin Klumper in the 11. Here they come. Quinn Gertz will bring him back to the line here. And green flag, we're racing with the mini trucks. Good restart for Caleb Gertz. Might want the lead here on the inside groove and shut the door by the 18 of Quinn Gertz. Graham still trapped on the outside. Still side by side for the second spot. Caleb Gertz on the inside, Dylan Graham on the outside, and Quinn Gertz trying to get away. Shows you how strong that Ford truck is right now, Kate, this afternoon, being able to stay on the outside of the 19 for as long as he has been.
Hanging in on the outside, but looking to be able to do a crossover, I bet. Not sure if he'll have the run coming out of 2 to do so.
5 to go this time by. 5 laps for the leader, Quinn Gertz. Caleb Gertz in second, Dylan Graham third, and then it's Thus, Zimick, Hyde, and Klumper. Good run by Graham, wants to get in there. And he gets to the door, and Dylan Graham is there. Sharp turn out of turn number 4. And should grab second here through turns 1 and 2. Caution on the Speedway as the 15's around. Right rear tire down on the Zimick machine in turn 4.
Not what Quinn Gertz was looking to see. Does not want to have to battle through another restart.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Graham might have to start on the outside of row 1 again, which, as we just saw, caused Dylan some problems because Caleb Gertz in the 19 got a good restart and kept the 4 to the outside for a few laps.
Graham's truck is working well on that high side and has been strong. So we'll have to see what's going to happen with 4 or 5 to go here.
So right rear down on the 15. You're going to have to put the 15 up on the hauler. We'll see what the race officials do for a reset here. If the last completed green flag lap has Graham in third spot, then Dylan will start on the inside of row number 2. We'll see.
We've got 15 laps down with 5 to go.
Yeah, so here it's controlled that the 4 is going to start third. So maybe that's what Graham's looking for, is that inside opportunity here. We'll start behind the leader, the 18. And that'll force the 19, Caleb Gertz, to the outside of Cousin Quinn.
Looks like they've almost got the 15 truck loaded and ready to roll off. Fans, just a reminder, please stay hydrated today. It is a hot one. Make sure to make your way and get yourself something to drink, either in the concession stand or down by the front gate there.
Yeah, we have some beverages, alcoholic, non-alcoholic, on sale down at the gate to the spectator area, also in our diner. As Kate mentioned, please stay hydrated. Hot Sunday afternoon here at Grand Bend Speedway. Race control calling for the double on the backstretch here. Will be the Gertz boys out front. Graham and Thutz row number 2, and Hyde and Klumper row number 3.
White flag in the air. We'll get the green next time by. See what Graham's got for the leader, Quinn, or if Caleb can hang it on the outside.
5 to go at the green here. Oh, good start already for Quinn Gertz. See if the race officials like this start. And Dylan Graham trying to take advantage. Immediately goes to the outside. Nick Thutz, who started outside row 2, immediately to the inside. And they didn't like it. I didn't think they would like that, Kate. Quinn Gertz way in front by about a truck and a half by the line.
Well, Quinn liked that start, but race officials didn't. Yeah, at the line, he had the leader way out in front. He had the outside pole almost in 4th. Inside row 2 was on the outside of row 1. And Nick Thutz, who started outside row 2, was on the inside behind Graham. So definitely they were calling that back. Green flag. Race control should like that one. That was a much better start. The 18 of Quinn Gertz.
Not the start Graham wanted. Graham falls into 3rd. Caleb Gertz comes from the outside to grab the 2nd spot.
19 of Caleb Gertz is trying to hang on the inside and see if he's got anything left for the 18 of Quinn.
Mini truck feature race number 1 of 2 this afternoon. It's Quinn Gertz out front. Caleb Gertz, Dylan Graham, your front 3, trying to get away from Nick Thutz in that 53. And 2 to go this time by. White flag on the Speedway, quarter mile. Quinn Gertz, quarter mile to protect here. And it's Caleb Gertz, Dylan Graham. They're all right there, down the back one final time. Through turns 3, now turn 4, and Quinn Gertz is going to hold on, take on feature race number 1 for the mini truck class. Followed by Caleb Gertz, Dylan Graham, and Nick Thutz, Edwin Hyde, and Colin Klumper. Rounding out the field at the checkered flag. And momentarily we'll hear from our race winner with Kate Friel.
Down trackside with the 18, taking feature race number 1. Quinn, how hot is it in there today?
It's a smoker today. Everyone's sweating in their cabin, and it makes the track a lot more slippery. It wears out tires out the 15. I don't really have too much else to say. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Fulton J Financial, for sponsoring us, and Gordon Tabitha for putting on the race.
All right, Quinn. Well, it's hot, so I'm going to let you get back in there and get all set for feature race number 2. Give it up one more time for Quinn Gertz.
Thank you, Kate. And here with Chris. Chris, introduce yourself to our race fans here.
And I am the executive director for the Huron County Food Bank Distribution Center.
So we have a food drive going on here this afternoon. Tell us about it.
So all those food are going to go back to our distribution center where we supply to 13 food banks across Huron County and Perth County. And then we have 5 mobile food banks that we supply on our own because they don't have access to those food banks in their communities.
So you are collecting. Where are you collecting? Where can people drop off their non-perishables here at Grand Bend Speedway today?
Right over at the entrance where you're coming in, there's a race car out there with the food on top.
Yeah, and for those people who might not understand, there's not just certain times of the year like Christmas or whatnot or Thanksgiving where the food bank's collecting. It's 365 a year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 2024. We're seeing a 29% increase across the board for food insecurity. So everything that we can pick up anywhere we can get it, it's definitely going to good use.
Thank you, Chris, here from the food bank here collecting at the gate there. Thank you so much for this. We appreciate it. If you brought non-perishables and haven't been able to drop them off yet, please drop them off at the spectator entrance down at the bottom of the hill. Thank you, Chris. And also free face painting for the kids down there. Why don't we just open it up? Face painting for the adults too.
Chris, are you up next?
No. Can't you tell my face is already painted?
With sweat.
Next up, race fans, we have our late models brought to you by Huron Taxi. Nice to see 5 late models with us, and we have more still to come. I'm hearing another 3 or 4 late models, could have almost up to 10 by our next event. That's fantastic. Late model division growing here at Grand Bend Speedway. '67, that's Park Hill's Olivia Curtis. The 1 is Jonathan Schremler out of Listowel, Ontario. The 25, Ryland Fascinato out of Goderich. 92 is Dwayne Horton from Goderich. And the 99, Jeremy Curtis from Park Hill.
Late model heat races will be 8 laps. Wow, it's hot. I can't even read today. One car from Listowel, Ontario to early lead. Followed by the number 92, Dwayne Horton.
Jonathan Schremler out front, the former champ here at Grand Bend Speedway. It is nice to see more and more late models every week here at Grand Bend Speedway. I love it. Jonathan Schremler still up front. Dwayne Horton in second spot. And it's Fascinato, Jeremy Curtis, Olivia Curtis, your running order. White flag on the speedway. Quarter mile to go for the one to Jonathan Schremler. Pretty comfortable lead into turn 3 and 4 one more time. And checkered flag in the air for the one, Jonathan Schremler. Dwayne Horton coming home in second, followed by Rylan Fascinato, Jeremy Curtis, and Olivia Curtis. And looking forward to this division. As mentioned, Kate, what I'm hearing in the rumor mill, another 4, maybe 5 late models just on the cusp of joining us here at Grand Bend Speedway. Could see up to 10 by next event, so that's good news.
Yeah, great news when car counts increase, especially with these late models. They're nice and loud. We can hear the engines roar. Can't hear each other, but that's okay. Sometimes that's the break we need.
Yeah, they can hear us on the Checkered Flag Media, though, so we got to keep talking a little bit. I want to send out a belated birthday to former anthem singer here at Grand Bend Speedway, Kelsey Wilborn. Celebrated her 28th birthday last week, so happy birthday, Kels.
Special thanks to our supporter, MyFM 105.7 Strathroy and 90.5 Exeter. Each day, the teams at MyFM leverage the power of local radio and their local websites to help make a difference in our communities. Find them online at exetertoday.ca and strathroytoday.ca for local community news, events, and contests. You'll find them on the radio dial at 105.7 FM in Strathroy and 90.5 FM in Exeter. For a full schedule of Grand Bend Speedway events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca.
Of course. MyFM, both Exeter and Grand Bend 90.5 and Strathroy's 105.7. Cobra Racing Tires, Action Trailers, Stratford Auto Recycle, McCann Ready Mix, Country Corners, Marshman Engines. Thank you so much for being here. One of our new classes this year are NASCAR Hot Rods. And 2 participants this afternoon, 15 laps of scheduled distance. The 50 BT, that's Chris Lawrence in that beautiful looking 50 car. The 43 is Ed Peterson out of Lonsborough, Ontario. Chris is from London, Ontario. 15 laps of scheduled distance.
Chris also being an alum of this track, being away for a couple of years, Chris ran junior late models here.
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better, Kate, when it's pointed right at you. Just so you White flag on the speedway. This is actually the first time this year I'm seeing the hot rods, so looking forward to seeing what these 2 vehicles can produce around this quarter mile. Chris Lawrence in the 50, Ed Peterson in the 43. And green flag. This could be a good one. Look pretty even. Lawrence trying to get out in front and will grab the lead. Peterson not ready to give up that high lane yet. Of course, Lawrence, second generation driver. Does a lot of running in Delaware as well. Has a fleet of about 15 bone stocks that run out of Delaware and run in Grand Bend. BT Racing. Lawrence slowly increasing that lead over Peterson here. And Lawrence doing double duty, running the super stock, the NASCAR super stock tonight as well. Halfway this time by, halfway for the leader. That's the 50 of Chris Lawrence, the 43 Zed Peterson. Peterson getting a little loose there, right at the ship in turn number 3, but will stay green. Peterson looks to be closing the gap just a little bit here on Lawrence in the 50. This race might not be done just yet. Two to go this time. Half a mile to go for the leader, Chris Lawrence in that 50. Peterson trying to track him down, lost a little bit of track position there through corners 1 and 2. White flag. In through turns 1 and 2, one final time. Down the backstretch, and we'll dive into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, and winner, the 50 of Chris Lawrence. And waving out the driver's window, the 43 Ed Peterson in second spot. And we'll hear from Lawrence here with Kate trackside momentarily.
On top of the car, and here we go. 50 Lawrence. That's. Yes!
Something we're used to seeing, Kate, with that guy.
Never changes. Well, Chris brought out the 50 today, and how did it go?
Way better than I had expected. This is my second time out in this car, first time out on this track, and I had nothing but gremlins in practice, so Huge thank you to McCall Racing Enterprises. This car wouldn't be on track if it wasn't for Mike and the guys. BT Racing, Auto Fusion Towing, everyone at Grand Bend Speedway for all the help and support. We wouldn't be able to be out here racing if it wasn't for you guys. And the track sponsors, NASCAR, the division sponsors as well for all of their support.
I heard you're doing double duty, so how is that going to play into things with this heat today?
Well, we got the booster pack ready, so bring Ryan out. Let's go.
All right. Everybody again, the 50 of BT Lawrence.
Yeah, so Chris, I believe, is going to stay on the track or just make his way through pits and come back out to turn number 2, waiting for the other super stock. Chris is going to join him for the super stock race. We had 2 super stocks here. One problem with one of the super stocks, so Chris is going to join that. He's calling him out. Bring him out, he says.
If I had one. Hang on!
Huron Transfer Service late models bring the thrill of high-intensity late model racing to GBS as the track's top local division in the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series. Cobra tires help keep racing affordable and fair for drivers. Special thanks to Huron Transfer Service for their support, serving Central Huron and surrounding areas. Give them a call at 519-482-1100 to book your next ride. Dockstader Property Maintenance Bone Stocks provide a low-cost option for getting into full-size racing using cars that are readily available through scrap yards. Dockstader Property Maintenance provides lawn maintenance, snow and ice control management for the Oneida Nation of the Thames, Chippewa of the Thames First Nation, Munsee Delaware Nation, Strathroy Caradoc Township, and South London. Robson Scrap Metal Mini Trucks are a classic half-scale division of racing at Grand Bend Speedway. Because of their size, the mini trucks turn Grand Bend Speedway from a short track into a full-throttle super speedway all the way around. A special thanks to Robson Scrap Metal, located on Carling Street in St. Mary's, for their support of the mini trucks. Grand Bend Home Hardware 9-horsepower Sprints are considered the original division of Grand Bend Speedway. Even before the track was expanded, the Sprints were running and providing amazing competition. McLean's Home Hardware is located in Grand Bend, with all you need to make your next home or garden project a success. The Pinedale Motor Inn Junior Sprints are the entry-level division for kids to get involved in racing. Open to drivers up to the age of 14, kids build their experience lap by lap. Pinedale Motor Inn is just a stone's throw away from the beaches of Grand Bend and the paths of Pinery Provincial Park. It's your cozy retreat after a sun-soaked Grand Bend day. For more information on any of these divisions, visit grandbendspeedway.ca.
All right, looks like we're set to go for the Super Stocks. Chris Lawrence remaining on the track, joined by the 45. That's Ryan Bright out of Petrolia. Ryan used to be a regular super stock driver out the half mile in Delaware as of last year. I haven't seen much of the 45 out at the half mile this year. So they'll run for 15 laps as well. See if Lawrence is recuperating and ready to rock here against Brighton at 45. Coming around for the green flag, 15 laps of scheduled distance here for the super stocks. And green flag, we're racing. And quickly Bright to the lead here. See what that 50 has for the 45 here. A little bit of horsepower difference. And Lawrence around in turns 1 and 2. Still green, keeps it revved up. Into the infield, we're still green. Wright's going to go around here and put him a lap down. Oh, caution on the Speedway. Caution on the Speedway, so we'll get him reset. And I think that's going to be Lawrence. He was waving to the flag stand on the way by. I think the 50's going in the pits. Maybe an issue with the 50 car. Running a couple of divisions here. That'll leave Bright on the track for some test laps here. Green flag for the 45. Ryan Bright all by himself, a new definition for hot laps, all by himself and in this sizzling weather this afternoon. Oh, a little tight there. That car pushed all the way up the track. That's a tight condition when you want to turn the car goes straight up the track towards the wall. That's tight. Tail end of the 15-lapper career for the 45 of Ryan Bright still to come. Our bone stock division and junior sprints before we break for intermission. 2 laps to go. Leading off our second half this afternoon will be our Alumni Pro Go-Kart race. And we got a nice assortment of names from the past and present here at Grand Bend Speedway. White flag on the Speedway for Ryan Bright in the 45. Coming through turns 3 and 4, checker flag in the air for the 45 of Ryan Bright. And we'll hear from Ryan momentarily trackside with our very own Kate Friel coming up. Yeah, pretty good lineup for the Alumni pro-kart race. We're going to have 12 competitors out there. And we're going to be introducing you to all the drivers trackside coming up to start our second half.
Hopping out of the car, feature 1 winner, 45, Ryan Bright. Well, Ryan, how were your hot laps?
It was hot, but it was good. Track's nice and sticky. It's an interesting track for the big cars, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of work in the big cars getting around this track.
Yeah, we saw it looking like it was a little bit tight and snapping loose coming in and out of the corners. Does that have anything to do with the heat in the track today?
I think the heat's changed a lot. We've only been out a couple times, so we haven't really done any setup regarding this track. So it's kind of run what you brung, and you get tight and then you snap it out, and it makes for a fun ride though.
Any adjustments before the next run?
Probably not. We'll just get the kids ready, and we'll just bring this back out as is.
All right, fans, put your hands together for the 45 of Ryan Bright.
Coming up, we should have our bone stock class sponsored by Dock Standard Property Maintenance. 8 drivers are registered this afternoon, which is awesome. And this division growing as well over the last year and a half. Drivers coming from other tracks, including Delaware, seeing how much fun it is here at Grim Bend Speedway and bringing in more drivers. This afternoon's lineup looks like 90% raced in the bone stock class Friday night at Delaware, which is great to see. And here they come. 37, that's Sarah Lawrence out of London. The 33, it's Paul Bogensberger Jr. from Barrie, Ontario. 22, that's Jordan Wilms out of Niagara Falls. The 50 is Lucan, Ontario's Justin Culver. We'll do 2 heats. This is heat race number 1. Actually, Culver had the pole in the bone stock finale feature race Friday night. Eight laps the scheduled distance here for the bone stocks. Lawrence will be the control car in at 37. And white flag on the speedway. 8 laps for bone stock heat race number 1. What is that 37K? Looks like a old PT Cruiser, maybe? Lawrence will bring him out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag, and green flag it is. Bone stock's underway. Good start by Bogensberger Jr. will grab the lead before turn 1. Here comes Culver on the outside. in green 50 BT. Wilms to the outside of Lawrence looking for the third spot. All about setup and handling. Watch that 22 going to turn one, folks. Watch the left rear tire on the 22 when Jordan dives into the corner. Right off the racetrack. Cornering with three wheels at 22. Not as much so in turn three, but definitely diving into turn number one. And Jordan looks to the inside of Culver for position and is there. A little loose, but grabs the spot. Bogensberger Jr. out front, then it's Wilms and Culver.
Culver looked to the inside there, but the 22 slams the door.
Yeah, Culver not done with that position yet. Kate gets to the inside, and here comes Wilms on the outside now. Trying to grab the lead from the outside here. Might be an opportunity for Culver in the 50 as well to stay in that low groove. We'll see. Good corner exit there. Great corner exit by the 22 of Wilms. 2 laps to go. Speedway, Jordan Wilms, your leader. Bogensberger Jr. in the 33, Culver in the 50, and Wilms almost went around but kept it straight and keeps the lead. Bogensberger Jr. trying to get to the inside, coming out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air for Wilms in the 22. Bogensberger Jr. in second, followed by Culver and Lawrence to wrap up Bone Stock Heat Race number 1.
Rolling out on the track now is heat race number 2 for the Bone Stocks. .22P of Gary Triska. The 9 is Nathan Rea. 7 is Hannah Hamilton. And then 99 is Chad Peru. Triska at the front of this field. still trying to figure out who's in that 97 or what the duct tape numbers are on the side. Gary Triska at the front of the field. In the third spot is Nathan Rea, followed by Chad Brew and Hannah Hamilton. Gary Triska holding his own at the front of the pack, able to start on the pole, giving him a little bit of an advantage over the 97 car. So David Rockwood is running in the 97 car, but running the number for Lucas Chapman. Rockwood looks to the inside with one to go. Gary Triska at the front of this field. Gary Triska bobbles coming out of turn 2. Will it be enough for Rockwood to make an attack here at the start-finish line? Not quite enough. Gary Triska takes heat race number 2. This will bring out the B main for the junior sprints. Sponsored by Pinedale Motor Inn. Mini sprints take to the track for the B main. One lap before we go green on the pole, we have the 75 Collins, number 10 of Tyson Fuso, number 90 of Hazel Lamont, the 98 is Bryson Fuller, the 9 of Ethan Lloyd, and the 15 of Paxton Bright. Green flags in the air. It'll be a quick jump there by the 10 of Tyson Fuso. '98 of Fuller's gonna get in the mix here. Look at the outside of the 10 going into turn 1. Fuller looked to the outside, now trying the inside.
Oh, almost contact there. Fuller's nose on the left rear if you seal. Collins and Lamont right there as well for third and fourth. Side by side for the lead. Fuller trying to get a run in that 98. A little bit of momentum on the outside. Oh, contact between the 90 and the 75. And they'll collect each other in the grass in turn number 4. And caution on the Speedway. Not quite sure if Collins thought that she might have been clear coming out of turn number 4. Lamont was there, obviously. A couple of will be sent to the back.
Great job by the safety crew. We got both cars back on the track. White flag this time by as the field is reset. You see the Fuller out front. Ethan Lloyd in that orange at number 9. Paxton Brighton at 15. Row number 2. Then Lamont and Collins. Row number 3. Here we go. Green flag, we're racing with the junior sprints B-Main here. And the front 2 away early. Seal and Fuller re-engaging that battle for the lead. Great run by Fuller on the outside in that 98. Draws even out of turn number 4. And a good run there. And Fuller will grab the lead and will drop down into turn number 1. Good show of strength by the 98 of Bryson Fuller. Lamont trying to get to the inside of Lloyd for third. Oh, the 90 got the left side tires in on the apron on the grass and spun it around in turn number 2. And we'll go caution again on the Speedway.
White flag on the Speedway here, Junior Sprint B main. $10-15-minute intermission to follow this race, fans. Make sure you replenish the fluids there to stay hydrated on this hot Sunday afternoon. And opening up our second half will be our Alumni pro-kart race. Out of turn 4, green flag. We're racing Fuller on the inside, Lucille on the outside. The 9 is Lloyd, 75 Collins. The 15 is Bright. Collins looking to make a move on the outside of the 9, Lloyd, halfway this time by. That's a battle for third spot. 9 with position, and Collins will make the pass. Cillian Collins out of Petrolia up to third. And Fuller, the leader, trying to get away here.
Fuller with 5 to go is having a great run.
Flag on the Speedway for the 98, Bryson Fuller. Good battle for a second here with a lap to go. Reseal, Collins, and Lloyd. Through turns 3 and 4, one final time. Here's winner B main, the 98, Bryson Fuller. Checker flag. And it's Reseal, Collins, and Lloyd making a push there for third. We'll wind up in fourth, and the 15, Paxton Bright, coming around for the 5th spot to complete the B main for the junior sprint class. And that takes us to our intermission this afternoon, race fans. Make sure you grab some fluids there and stay hydrated. And we'll be back with you in about 10 to 15 minutes for our Alumni Pro-Kart Series race.
Grand Bend Speedway is proud to be part of the Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, along with over 50 tracks across North America. Promotional consideration for the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series is also provided by Whalen Engineering and CarQuest. For more information on the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, visit the Weekly Series section at NASCAR.com. Huron Transfer Service late models bring the thrill of high-intensity late model racing to GBS as the track's top local division in the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series. Cobra tires help keep racing affordable and fair for drivers. Special thanks to Huron Transfer Service for their support, serving Central Huron and surrounding areas. Give them a call at 519-482-1100 to book your next ride. Dock Stater Property Maintenance Bone Stocks provide a low-cost option for getting into full-size racing using cars that are readily available through scrap yards. Dock Stater Property Maintenance provides lawn maintenance, snow, and ice control management for the Oneida Nation of the Thames, Chippewa of the Thames First Nation, Munsee Delaware Nation, Strathroy Caradoc Township, and South London. Robson Scrap Metal Mini Trucks are a classic half-scale division of racing at Grand Bend Speedway. Because of their size, the mini trucks turn Grand Bend Speedway from a short track into a full-throttle super speedway all the way around. A special thanks to Robson Scrap Metal, located on Carling Street in St. Mary's, for their support of the mini trucks. Grand Bend Home Hardware 9-horsepower sprints are considered the original division of Grand Bend Speedway. Even before the track was expanded, the sprints were running and providing amazing competition. McLean's Home Hardware is located in Grand Bend with all you need to make your next home or garden project a success. The Pinedale Motor Inn Junior Sprints are the entry-level division for kids to get involved in racing. Open to drivers up to the age of 14, kids build their experience lap by lap. Pinedale Motor Inn is just a stone's throw away from the beaches of Grand Bend and the paths of Pinery Provincial Park. It's your cozy retreat after a sun-soaked Grand Bend day. For more information on any of these divisions, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. Special thanks to our supporters. Family-owned and operated McCann Ready Mix has ready mix plants located in Mount Carmel, Exeter, Mitchell, and Watford. They offer a wide variety of other services ranging from concrete construction, excavation, aggregates, and drag lining. Marshman Engines has been a longtime supporter of competition at Grand Bend Speedway. Keith Marshman has been a trusted and reliable source for small engine repair, maintenance, and diagnostics. Thank you, Marshman Engines. Located in Exeter, Ontario, Country Corners is a family-run multi-line power sports dealership selling and servicing motorcycles, snowmobiles, ATVs, side-by-sides, e-bikes, tractors, and more. Visit them at countrycorners.net. Special thanks also to CarQuest Auto Parts Park Hill, Home Run Delivery, Lambton Sanitation, Stratford Auto Recycle, Cobra Racing Tires, Action Trailers, and Horton's Lakeshore Enterprises. Thank you also to RCM Racing Equipment, Excalibur Insurance, and Leaf Racewear. Broadcast services for today's race are provided by checkeredflagmedia.com. For a full summer schedule of Grand Bend Speedway events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. Special thanks to our supporter, MyFM 105.7 Strathroy and 90.5 Exeter. Each day, the teams at MyFM leverage the power of local radio and their local websites to help make a difference in our communities. Find them online at exetertoday.ca and strathroytoday.ca for local community news, events, and contests. You'll find them on the radio dial at 105.7 FM in Strathroy and 90.5 FM in Exeter. For a full schedule of Grand Bend Speedway events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. All new at Grand Bend Speedway in 2025 is the Cobra Tire Cup Series, a 5-race series running on selected Sundays throughout the summer, with the season finale being held on a special 1-mile superspeedway course behind the traditional Grand Bend quarter mile. Visit grandbendspeedway.ca for more details. Grand Bend family go-karts are open daily at Grand Bend Speedway. Bring your family or bring your friends and take to the track this summer. No visit to the Grand Bend area is complete without a visit to Grand Bend Speedway family go-karts. The Outside Groove Diner food court is open daily with Grand Bend Speedway family go-karts and at all Grand Bend Speedway racing events. Enjoy hard-serve ice cream, subs, pizza, nachos, and more. Featuring a great view of the pits on race night and a live broadcast of the evening's races, be sure to stop by the Outside Groove Diner anytime you're at the track. For a full schedule of events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. Grand Bend Speedway is proud to be part of the Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, along with over 50 tracks across North America. Promotional consideration for the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series is also provided by Whalen Engineering and CarQuest. For more information on the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, visit the Weekly Series section at NASCAR.com. Huron Transfer Service late models bring the thrill of high-intensity late model racing to GBS as the track's top local division in the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series. Cobra tires help keep racing affordable and fair for drivers. Special thanks to Huron Transfer Service for their support, serving Central Huron and surrounding areas. Give them a call at 519-482-1100 to book your next ride. Dockstader Property Maintenance Bone Stocks provide a low-cost option for getting into full-size racing using cars that are readily available through scrapyards. Dockstader Property Maintenance provides lawn maintenance, snow, and ice control management for the Oneida Nation of the Thames, Chippewa of the Thames First Nation, Munsee Delaware Nation, Strathroy Caradoc Township, and South London. Rob?
All right. Tell everybody who. Maybe. There we go. And how long you've been.
My name is Keisha Zimic, and I've been racing here for 12 years.
All right. In the 50. How long have you been attending Speedway?
This will be my 7th full-time year. My name's Carter Nickel.
And Carter, how's it feel to be back on the racetrack?
Feels great. We've had such a long season. This is our 9th race, and out of 28, we've won 2 of them, so hopefully we'll get another win.
Carter Nickel in the 52. The 99, we already had to talk to him once, but we'll talk to him again. Chris Lawrence. All right, Chris, what brings you back to Grand Bend Speedway?
The go-karts. No, it's definitely a fun little track. It's nice little bull ring. They're doing some fun stuff up here, and we just decided to come up and be a part of it.
All right, in the 99 machine, Chris Lawrence also did challenge me to one time try to announce with a microphone in a go-kart while driving, so maybe we'll have to come back. All right, in the 8, David Rockwood. How long had you been racing at Grand Bend Speedway?
I think me and Noel were just talking. I think it was like 03, 04 we started here in junior Bs, then went to A's, went to 9 horse, and then we came back like 6 years later in bone stocks, and yeah, we've been coming back for a little bit now, so glad to be here, doing cool things. Glad to be a part of it.
And fun story, I met David Rockwood when I first started racing like Delaware Speedway when I was 8. He was crewing on a car back then. All right, in the 43 we have Craig Cole. Craig, how long had you been racing here?
We've been here since 2015, I believe. 14th, 17th. We walks on the beach, friends, movies, and conversations.
So I think that was about racing. Now we're going to go to the 77. Ryan, how have you been racing here at Grand Bend?
Actually, Ryan is my son. My grandson just started today. Yes, in the 6.5. Ryan's been here since it opened. 14 years.
All right, well, hopefully the grandson does well tonight too. All right, in the 64, hi Mike, long time. Mike has been here ever, so tell us about why you want to partake in the alum race.
Well, currently I am off this year because my girlfriend and I just had a kid, so I'm not racing this year, so I figured, hey, what the heck, let's come out and enjoy some fun tonight.
Yeah, kids take a lot of money. I got microphone maybe. Am I back?
Need a microphone.
It's just not connecting. Oh, there we go. All right. That was Steve Reese. Long time. How long? Because we don't. Oh, there we go. How long has it been?
The last I ran full. Ran here 97 to 05. I think I ran up to. I don't. Years since I've been on this track. All my racing was actually on the old track pretty well.
All right. I got nothing. We got the 9 of Peter Bennett. You might just have to cheer really loud. If it comes in and out, I'm just going to keep yelling. Maybe we'll get through. All right, we got 7 of Rob Nickel. Rob, what did you use?
Check 1, 2.
I ran the 9 horse.
How is the 9 horse experience going to bring you to this one?
Oh, I don't think it's going to relate. As long as I can beat the 52 car here today, I'll be happy.
All right, 52. I'm glad it. All right, to the 72 of Jeff Warnham. I have not seen Jeff in years. It's good to see you. And what brought you back here today?
Well, hopefully my son's going to start racing here later this year, and seeing the post on Facebook, I thought that would be a good time.
Perfect. Well, we have Jeff back. I'll go back to the 9. All right, and the 67 of Cody Wilds. How did you draw the first spot?
I don't even know.
I got lucky. He got lucky, starting at the front in the 67. We're going back to the 9 because I got a microphone back. All right, Peter, what put you in this car?
What were you saying?
What put you in this seat for this race?
Oh, Tab put me in here, but I started racing in 1963. I'm a 3-time track champion in multiple divisions, and I've run karts here when I was helping out.
All right, well, go kick their bums because they're telling you that you're old. All right, so that's our 11 field. Let's have a hand for them. Let's watch them go to battle one more time here at Grand Bend Speedway.
So we'll run you down in the order one more time. Race fans, the 7, that's Rob Nickel out of Elsa Craig. The 46, Steve Reese from Elsa Craig. Grand Bend's Mike Beneteau in the 64. Beachville, Ontario's Craig Cole in the 43. David Rockwood in the 8 out of London. Ryan Desat, 77 out of Chatham. Chris Lawrence is driving that 99 out of London. Elsa Craig's Carter Nickel in the 52. He must have paid for that number. That's the number he normally runs in the bone stocks. Tribute to Mr. Ross, of course, of Elsa Craig. Keisha Zimick in the 27 out of Melbourne. Exeter's Cody Wilds in the 67. Jeff Wernham in the 72 out of Croton, Ontario. And Peter Bennett in the 9 out of Grand Bend. 20 laps of scheduled distance here, and we'll talk to our winner in a special presentation as well. Kate will conduct the interview. White flag on the Speedway. Cody Wilds up front with Jeff Wernham. That's your front row. Of course, you can drive the pro karts here at Grenbent Speedway 7 days a week. Hop on our website to find out more. All the costs associated. You run through a little racing preschool as well before we put you on the track. You can bring out groups if you want. We have lots of karts to go around. Getting set. Alumni pro kart race for 20 laps. Here they come out of turn number 4. And green flag on the Speedway already. 3 wide for second. And we'll see how well matched these karts are. Cody Wilds with the lead in that 67. Wernham trying to find an opening on the outside, will duck back in. And now Wernham will look to the outside again. Steve Reese in the 46 in the second spot. It's the 8 of David Rockwood in third. And they're bundled up from 6th on back. Wernham stretching it out a little bit in that 72. Good battle for third. 3 karts there. That's that 46 of Steve Reese. The 8 of David Rockwood. 64 of Mike Beneteau, the 9 horsepower sprint champ. It's all Jeff Wernham right now, alone in front. Two pretty good battles, one for second spot with 5 karts, one for 7th spot with 5 karts.
Steve Reese was receiving a few little bumps there by Rockwood.
Side-by-side battle for the second spot now. The 27 is there. That's Keisha Zimick. Trying to get to the outside of Cody Wilds for position. And a little bit of contact. Zimick makes the pass. So Keisha up to the second spot.
Leader Jeff Wernham, that's just such a big lead. Takes over a lap car with nobody else in sight just yet. Steve Reese and Mike Beneteau bumping coming out of turn 4.
Halfway this time by, 10 down, 10 to go. And I think Keisha Zimick might be reeling in the leader just a little bit here.
64 Beneteau to the outside of Reese. Wasn't quite able to get all the way to the outside, though.
Optically, that lead is getting smaller and smaller. Keisha Zimick trying to track down Jeff Wernham here. Does she have enough time?
Good battle with Reese, Rockwood, and Beneteau right in the middle of that field.
Not sure there's enough time for the 27. There is traffic ahead of the leader, but not sure Wernham will catch that traffic by the time the race is done. Five to go this time. The leader might cut some traffic here, so an opportunity here for Zimick. Depends where the leader catches the traffic. Looks like 2 to go this time by. 2 to go for Jeff Wernham in the 72. We'll have to contend with 3 karts here that are battling for position. White flag on the Speedway for Jeff Wernham in the 72. We'll have to negotiate traffic here. A good lead, though, on the 72 of Zimick. Leader into turn number 3. On the high side of a 3-way battle for position out of turn 4. Plenty of time here. And here's your winner, the 72, Jeff Wernham, the first annual Gren Benz Speedway Alumni Pro-Kart race winner. And we're going to hear from our winner with Kate.
Well, Jeff, able to pull off the first go-kart race. Feel?
Feels pretty good. Although the last time I think I won by that much, I didn't pass tech, so hopefully I pass tech tonight.
I don't think that they're going to, guys, but hopefully we see Jeff as well as his son out more here at Grand Bend Speedway. Everybody together for Jeff Wong.
And a presentation of a plaque for the winner, of course, for the first annual Grand Bend Speedway Alumni Pro-Kart race. And that begins our second half of our program this afternoon. All right, our junior sprint main feature here, brought to you by Pinedale Motor Inn. Great field, 12 automobiles ready to go here. The 6th Alexis Eaton out of London. Petrolia is Edwin Hyde in the 18H. Bryson Fuller in the 98 out of London. Cillian Collins out of Petrolia in the 75. Landon Moore in the 39 out of Watford. West Lawrence Blake Watson in the 2. London's Ethan Lloyd in the 9. Maxwell Lloyd out of London in the 6X. Basil Lamont out of London in the 90. Tyson Fusil in the 10. Chatham's Max Desat in the 10X, and Paxton Bright out of Petrolia in the 15. Should be a pretty good feature here, race fans, as they come around looking for green. They'll wind it up. Green flag on the speedway for the junior sprints already. Moves at the back of the field. Tyson Fusil on the outside grabs a spot. Oh, big wreck in turn number 2. They'll collide and over into the wall. I believe that was the Desat colliding with Fusil. Immediately we'll go to red flag conditions. Red flag on the speedway. We'll get the safety crew out there immediately. Red flag rules come to a stop as safely and as fast as possible, but safety comes first. And you're only allowed to move under red flag conditions if a member of the officiating crew or the medical staff ask you to move so they can attend to the involved vehicles. One of the vehicles is sliding up the track a little bit, caught the 10X of the SAT, went over on the side into the turn 2 wall, so they'll have a look at him.
Special thanks to our supporters. Family owned and operated McCann Ready Mix has ready mix plants located in Mount Carmel, Exeter, Mitchell, and Watford. They offer a wide variety of other services ranging from concrete construction, excavation, aggregates, and drag lining. Marshman Engines has been a longtime supporter of competition at Grand Bend Speedway. Keith Marshman has been a trusted and reliable source for small engine repair, maintenance, and diagnostics. Thank you, Marshman Engines. Located in Exeter, Ontario, Country Corners is a family-run multi-line power sports dealership selling and servicing motorcycles, snowmobiles, ATVs, side-by-sides, e-bikes, tractors, and more. Visit them at countrycorners.net. Special thanks also to CarQuest Auto Parts Park Hill, Home Run Delivery, Lambton Sanitation, Stratford Auto Recycle, Cobra Racing Tires, Action Trailers, and Horton's Lakeshore Enterprises. Thank you also to RCM Racing Equipment, Excalibur Insurance, and Leaf Racewear. Broadcast services for today's race are provided by checkeredflagmedia.com. For a full summer schedule of Grand Bend Speedway events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca.
Both drivers hearing from race control are okay. Let's give them a round of applause, race fans. Please and thank you. Pretty good collision there in turn 2. So we're going to get some cars refired here. Race control asking the drivers to double up next time around here. All right, white flag on the Speedway. Lloyd and Hyde in the front row. Watson and Eaton in row number 2. Fuller and Moore row number 3. Getting set for a restart here. Out of turn 4, green flag on the Speedway, and they're already 4 abreast at one point. Eaton on the outside, they almost went 4 abreast into turn number 1. Lloyd will grab the lead. Here comes Hyde with a great run out of turn number 2. Looking for an opening. And Hyde to the inside, but Lloyd will close the door. Eaton to 3rd, Watson 4th, Fuller 5th. Front 4 cars trying to get away here. Lloyd, Hyde, Watson, Eaton, all right there. Coming up on some traffic, go to the high side of the 15 of Bright. Hyde right tucked up behind the 6X of Lloyd. All 4 looking really racy. Eaton losing touch a little bit here.
Busted?
Hyde looking to the inside. Lloyd leaving a little bit of an opening and then closes the door in turn number 1. Here comes that lead pack out of turn number 4 to complete another lap. Hyde looking to the inside again. Hyde is there this time. Lloyd can't get down. Left side tires into the apron, and Hyde keeps it on the track, side by side for the lead. Good run by Lloyd, and we'll close the door in turn number 3. Look out, got a little loose, and Hyde gets loose as well. But they'll keep going straight. We remain green on the racetrack that allowed Eaton to grab a run. Alexis Eaton up to 3rd. Here comes Watson fighting back on the inside. And has to check up a little bit for the 15 car. Warning,
Watson.
Someone got a warning in that front pack of 4 from the flag stand. A pointed black flag, not a displayed black flag, but a pointing black flag. Side by side for the lead. High to the inside of Lloyd. Watson will grab 3rd back. Front 4 exchanging positions. Halfway this time by, and Edwin Hyde, your leader. Some traffic to contend with now. Lloyd is loose on a turn 2, and Max will keep it straight, but will drop to 4th. Watson up to 3rd. Watson to 2nd. Eaton to 3rd.
Great job by Blake Watson, just avoiding that, able to check up and get to the inside, capturing 2nd place.
Heavy traffic here. They go to the outside of Lloyd in the 9 and Collins in the 75. Watson is squirmy in turn number 3. Will lose some track position. To the outside of the 90 of Lamont. It's still Hyde in front. Watson, Eaton, Lloyd, front 4. And Watson closing in to the high side of the 15. Next, they'll have to contend with the 39 of Landon Moore. Front 4 getting close back up together now after dealing with some traffic. Good run by Watson. Tucks in down low. Here comes Eaton in that blue number 6 to the high side. Where's Hyde going to go here? Hyde will go to the outside of the Moore machine. Watson tucked in right behind the 18, and it's Eaton and Lloyd. They're all right there again. Through turns 1 and 2 and down and back another time. They'll stagger out of the corner exit. And Lloyd almost didn't clear Moore in turn number 3 and lost a little bit of car lengths there to the front 3. Oh, Eaton's around loose in turn number 2 and into the grass, and caution on the Speedway. Unfortunate for Alexis Eaton, she was right there in the heat of the battle.
Alexis Eaton will have to join the back of the field, but it'll be interesting to see that 6 car come back through the pack. She's running fast right along in that top 4 battle.
All right, the field is set from race control, and they'll double up here, white flag.
Blake Watson's on the outside. She's going to have to make sure she gets a good start here and doesn't lose any track position that she had gained.
Hyde and Watson out front. Lloyd and Fuller at the back. Eaton is starting ahead of the lap car, so she's right there. Green flag racing with the junior sprints.
Great start on the outside by the 2 of Watson.
Technically, Alexis Eaton only lost 1 spot. She spun while she was in 3rd spot. She gets to restart ahead of the lap car, so she's right there to re-engage with that battle at the front of the field. Hyde, Lloyd, Watson, Eaton, Fuller. Oh, Lloyd a little loose there. Run by Watson to the inside. Lloyd will push her down to the grass. Oh, look out! Collision! And 3 cars involved. Fuller, Eaton, and Watson all together there. Look out, look out! Oh, Collins did a great job of getting underneath the blue car. And caution on the Speedway. And we'll have to see how race control views that incident.
Grand Bend Speedway is proud to be part of the Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, along with over 50 tracks across North America. Promotional consideration for the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series is also provided by Whalen Engineering and CarQuest. For more information on the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, visit the Weekly Series section at NASCAR.com.
So the two of Blake Watson back to the pits of the 98 of Bryson Fuller, waiting for some help for the 90 of Lamont. Looks like we can't get the 90 started, so we're going to have to get some assistance to get that car in the pits. Still under caution here, junior sprint A main.
A little bit of extra time trying to get the 90 off the track. Will that give time for Blake Watson to return to this field?
Paisley Lamont getting out of the 90. Give her a hand for Paisley.
Good job by Collins.
And it definitely did. Welcome back to the track, Blake Watson.
And a two-caution rule in play here for the 6 of Alexis Eaton. So I'm pretty sure she's not going to be returning. And as Kate mentioned, Blake Watson back on the track.
Blake Watson will fall back into this field in front of the lap cars.
So Watson slots back into the third spot. She would have to go to the tail end, but she starts ahead of the lap cars, so it gives her the third spot back. Race control is still going over the lineup here. Race control happy with the lineup. They'll get the double up sign here. Through turns 1 and 2. White flag this time by Hyde in the 18, Lloyd in the 6X, Watson and Moore, row number 2. Collins and Lloyd, row number 3. And I believe we have 3 laps to go here as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag. Dead heat at the line. Hyde on the inside, Lloyd on the outside, Watson there in the 2. And they'll get the 2 to go this time by. And Hyde will grab the lead. 2 to go. Front 3 going to settle it here. Watson looking to the inside of Lloyd. A good run by Maxwell to contain that second position. We'll see the white this time by Edwin Hyde in the first place spot. White flag. Quarter mile to settle it. They'll dive into turn number 1, out of the turn number 2 and down the back. Look out, Lloyd loose again. Watson to the inside, got a slow car up here. And they'll both check up. Lloyd checked up Watson. Checkered flag on the speedway for Hyde. Lloyd off the pace. Watson will grab his second spot. And Lloyd's gonna stop at the start-finish line. I'm not quite sure why. We'll get Kate to sort this out, I believe. Kate's going to talk to our podium finishers here. All right, Kate, looks like the 18 followed by the 2 and the 6X is the finishing order unofficially. And we'll send it down trackside to Kate to talk to our podium finishers.
That's what happened, eh? You finished third. Yeah, finished third. Yep, over here. All right, so with the 6 car, the 6X of Max Lloyd, finished third. What happened at the end?
Something blew. Really bad.
So the car just stopped on the track, but you still finished third. How does that make you feel?
Very good. That's awesome.
Do you have anybody that you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Bar Motorsports, London Drive System, Williams Mobile Service, and parents, friends, and the track first letting us race here.
All right, give your hand to Max. We're gonna head on over here to Blake Watson. So we went around, we had some time to fix the car. What did your car get you back out here?
I don't know, I sat in the car waiting for them to get me back out there, but I gotta thank them. Thanks for getting me back out here.
So finished first last week. How does it feel to finish second even after a wreck?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. It's great to get back out there right before the green flag flies, so.
Do you have anybody you want to thank?
Gotta thank my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my Aunt Jan, my Aunt Linda, Eddie Electric, Dave Simmons Automotive.
All right, put your hands together for Blake Watson. All right, the winner, Edwin. How was that run for you today?
It was good. I don't know, it was just really hot. Special thanks this week to District Beta, the fans, Grand Bend Speedway, everybody for coming out. Thanks.
Was it good to have a bit of competition?
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, put your hands together for Edwin Hyde.
That's your top three from the junior sprint class. Edwin Hyde, Blake Watson, and Maxwell Lloyd completing our junior sprint program this afternoon. All right, getting set for our next feature, part of the second half here at Grand Bend Speedway. Looks like I believe the 9 horsepower sprint class. Brought to you by McLean's Home Hardware in Grand Bend and Exeter. Five laps to schedule distance here, 25. 13, that's Ray Janice Jr. out of Windsor. The 33, Carter Nickel out of Elsa Craig. 90 is London's Keegan Lamont. Gareth McLean in the 12 out of Lucan. Andrew Rose Cole in the 88 from Forest. Kerwood's Adam Cole in the 17, and Kieran Rose in the 5 from Kerwood. 25 laps to scheduled distance here for the 9 horsepower sprint. Field ready to go here for 25 laps, 9 horsepower sprint. Janice Jr., the control car in the 13. Nickel on the outside, out of turn 4. Green flag, we're racing. Immediately, McLean dives down, makes it 3 wide, and grabs 2 positions by the start-finish line. Janice Jr. will grab the lead. Nickel in the 33, McLean in the 12.
Front 3 already making a stretch on the rest of the field. McLean to the inside of the 33 of Nickel.
McLean will grab the 2nd spot. Nickel drops back down to 3rd. Lamont in the 4th position. Rose Cole and Karen Rose round out the order. And McLean not settling for 2nd spot. Inside of Janice Jr. for the lead. Side by side, out of turn 2, McLean will grab the lead. Lamont and Rose Cole trying to catch down that lead trio. McLean, Janice Jr., Nickel, your front 3, then it's Lamont and Rose Cole. Janice Jr. to the inside, dead heat at the line, and Janice Jr. will reclaim the lead. McLean will dive down to the inside, side by side on the turn number 4. And McLean wants the lead back. Aggressive move in turn number 3 and will grab the lead out of turn number 2. And Lamont, look out, Lamont and Rose Cole catching that battle. Rose Cole battling a very loose red 88. Very loose in the corners here. It's now a 5-car battle at the front. Lamont and Rose Cole have caught that lead trio. Janice Jr. again to the inside, wants the lead. Nickel's going to try and follow him through. And Nickel now there for the 2nd spot. Will Lamont have room? Lamont does have room. And Lamont up to 3rd. Now looking for 2nd. Keegan Lamont in that black 90. Now Rose Cole to the inside of McLean. Halfway done. Halfway. 9 horsepower sprint feature. Great battle. 5 car. Oh! Oh, McLean around again. Second time in turn 2 today for the 12 of McLean, and into the grass for a caution. Great battle in the front of the field, Kate, with those 5 cars, and we'll restack them here.
Yeah, the front 5 having a great battle. It looked like the 12 of McLean driving really hard coming out of turn 2. Just lost it a little bit, loops it around in the grass, get back on the track, and go do battle again. Doubled up in a white flag in the air. Next time by, we'll go back racing. 13 laps to go in this race.
Oh my.
Janice Jr., Nickel, your front row. Green flag. Not a good start for Keegan Lamont. Back in the field already before turn number 1. Janice Jr. out front, Nickel McLean to the inside of Rose Cole for third, and Lamont trying to recover. And we'll redo the halfway that time by. McLean up to the second spot. Rose Cole continues to fight a loose condition with that 88. Oh, Lamont was very loose on a turn 2 and righted the ship. McLean for the lead to the inside. From the back to the front, the 12 of McLean in first place. Janice Jr. in second, Nickel in third. Janice Jr. will dive at the start-finish line to grab first in turn number 1. Nickel trying to grab second spot. Now we'll draw even with McLean. And we'll complete the pass into turn number 3. Rose Cole loose again in turn numbers 1 and 2. Lamont tried to make the pass, but Rose Cole will recover. Nickel and McLean side by side for the second spot. 5 to go. Lamont to the inside of Rose Cole for position. Side by side battle for second and for fourth. Andrew Rose Cole is sawing on that 88 wheel every turn. And around we have Janice Jr. out of turn number 4. And caution on the Speedway. I don't think we got the 2 to go from the flag stand, Kate. So I think maybe we have 3 laps, maybe 4 laps to go here.
Showing 4 laps to go on race monitor.
Grand Bend Speedway is proud to be part of the Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, along with over 50 tracks across North America. Promotional consideration for the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series is also provided by Whalen Engineering and CarQuest. For more information on the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, visit the Weekly Series section at NASCAR.com.
Word from race control, we have some debris in the high groove at turn 2.
Nickel, McLean, Lamont, Rose Cole, and Rose rounding out this field. Great fly, 9 horsepower. Carter Nickel gets a good start. McLean's not done just yet. Goes to the inside. Able to make that pass clean. Taking that lap at the line. Nickel's not done yet. Looking for that crossover. Nickel's going to take a look. Not enough in turn 3 and 4. Front 2 go to battle. One lap left to go. McLean in the lead. Carter looks to the inside. 33 of Carter Nickel able to make the pass. The 12 gets loose. Yellow on the Speedway. So it will be 2 to go when we restart. We'll have to see if they put the 12 back out front, if the lap was fully completed or not, or if Carter Nickel is going to remain in that top spot.
All right, so we will have a green-white checker here for the 9-horsepower sprint class.
Green flag on the Speedway. Carter Nickel leads him to the line with the 12 of McLean on the outside. The 12 car's been getting a good run in 3 and 4 on the inside coming out of the corner. There he goes now to the inside. 12 of McLean takes the white flag. We got 1 to go.
What's Nickel for McLean here with a quarter mile?
33 of Nickel's going to look to the inside. The 12's going to shut the door. Checker's in the air. It'll be the 12 of McLean. Out of the car he comes, feature winner in the 9-horse. I heard you've been fighting this car for a few weeks, so how does it feel to be here in Victory Lane?
Great.
Do you have anybody that you'd like to thank?
Everybody for everything.
So what's it going to take to bring this 12 back to Victory Lane next time out?
Consistency.
All right, fans, put your hands together for the 12.
All right, time now for our mini trucks, brought to you by Robson Scrap Metals. Feature race, 25 laps, the scheduled distance. On track is the 4, Dylan Graham from Glencoe. The 19 is Ilderton's Caleb Gertz. The 18 is Quinn Gertz from Ilderton. 53 is Watford's Nick Thuss. 18 H is Edwin Hyde from Petrolia. The 11 is Colin is Melbourne's Keisha Zimic. 25 laps to scheduled distance. Green flag racing with the mini trucks. It's Graham out front. Caleb Gerson in 19, Quinn in the 18, Fuss in the 53.
Graham out to a good start in this race, but the 19 of Caleb Gertz is not going to let him get out of his sight. He's right pulling back up to his bumper.
Yeah, that Ford truck looked really strong in feature race number 1. And to see if Dylan Graham can pull away, actually looks like he's pulling away just a little bit.
Lap times that time around almost looked bang on for the front two. But Quinn's running just a touch faster, but not enough to make overly a huge difference. It's about 2 1,000ths difference.
Good battle for the 5th spot. Edwin Hyde, Colin Klumper, Keisha Zimic battling for the 5th spot. Keisha Zimmick's had enough of trying to the inside of the 11. Now she's trying to the outside, trying to get by that clumper number 11. And Zimick will draw even now with Klumper. That's the battle for sixth. And the leader's not too far off this battle heading into turn number 1. That is a 3-truck battle for position. If they stay side by side by the time the leaders get there, it'll be very interesting to see how Dylan Graham negotiates these passes. Klumper and Zimick remain side by side, and the leader just 10 truck lengths back. The passing flag goes out to the front 3 into turn number 1. Zimick goes high, sees the flag, and adheres to it. Graham to the inside of Klumper. And now trying to get by Hyde, dive to the inside of Edwin Hyde. And no problem there for the leaders. That's why the cross flag is there, to tell the slower trucks the leaders are coming. Dylan Graham's still your leader. Caleb Gertz second. Quinn Gertz third. Nick Thuss running all by himself in fourth in F53. And this battle, 3-truck battle for the 5th position out of turn number 2. Hyde, Zimick, and Klumper. Zimick's made the pass on Klumper, now trying to get by Hyde. Oh, contact! Look out, and Klumper gets collected. High in turn number 4. Nick Thuss diving away from that incident. Edwin Hyde got a piece of that as well. Zimick and Klumper in turn number 4. And we'll go caution on the Speedway. Looked like the 15 thought that she was clear on the 18 of Hyde, but she wasn't. Left rear getting caught on the right front of the 18 and spun the 15 around, and Colin had nowhere to go in that 11.
That'll bunch up those top 3. Interested to see what this restart's gonna bring. Will Caleb or Quinn have anything for Dylan Graham?
Getting word from race control, both the drivers are okay race fans, so that's great news. So still tending to the 11 truck at Colin Clumper in turn number 4.
Grand Bend Speedway is proud to be part of the Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, along with over 50 tracks across North America. Promotional consideration for the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series is also provided by Whalen Engineering and CarQuest. For more information on the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, visit the Weekly Series section at NASCAR.com. Huron Transfer Service late models bring the thrill of high-intensity late model racing to GBS as the track's top local division in the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series. Cobra tires help keep racing affordable and fair for drivers. Special thanks to Huron Transfer Service for their support, serving Central Huron and surrounding areas. Give them a call at 519-482-1100 to book your next ride. Dockstader Property Maintenance Bone Stocks provide a low-cost option for getting into full-size racing using cars that are readily available through scrap yards. Dockstader Property Maintenance provides lawn maintenance, snow and ice control management for the Oneida Nation of the Thames, Chippewa of the Thames First Nation, Munsee Delaware Nation, Strathroy Caradoc Township, and South London. Robson Scrap Metal Mini Trucks are a classic half-scale division of racing at Grand Bend Speedway. Because of their size, the mini trucks turn Grand Bend Speedway from a short track into a full-throttle super speedway all the way around. A special thanks to Robson Scrap Metal, located on Carling Street in St. Mary's, for their support of the mini trucks. Grand Bend Home Hardware 9-horsepower Sprints are considered the original division of Grand Bend Speedway. Even before the track was expanded, the Sprints were running and providing amazing competition. McLean's Home Hardware is located in Grand Bend, with all you need to make your next home or garden project a success. The Pinedale Motor Inn Junior Sprints are the entry-level division for kids to get involved in racing. Open to drivers up to the age of 14, kids build their experience lap by lap. Pinedale Motor Inn is just a stone.
White flag in starter Will's hand. 1 to go till we go back green. We got 5 to go on this race. Does anybody have anything for Dylan Graham? Green flag in the air. Four trucks staying nice and tight together. Caleb Gertz on the outside. Washes up the track a little bit, opening way for Quinn. Quinn to the inside. 18 of Quinn will try and take that spot. 19 of Caleb still hanging on the outside. Falls into line coming across the front stretch. Caleb looks to the inside of Quinn.
Edwin Hyde retiring to the pits. It's all Dylan Graham right now in the Gertzensville battle. Coming around to the white flag. White flag on the speedway for the forward, Dylan Graham. Caleb Gertz to the inside of Quinn Gertz for second spot. A strong forward truck is going to earn a Dylan Graham checkered flag in feature race number 2. And looks like Caleb Gertz edges out Quinn Gertz for the second spot. Nick Thuss coming home fourth in that 53. Momentarily, we'll speak to our winner with our very own Kate Friel. Looking like Caleb Gertz beating Quinn Gertz to the line by .005, 5/1000ths of a second for the second spot.
And out of the truck, put your hands together for the 4 of Dylan Graham. All right, Dylan, how did you feel when you saw that last caution come out? Did you think that Quinn or Caleb might have something for you?
I mean, I was pretty confident. We were hooked up all weekend. I mean, we were fast that whole race. I mean, I knew they were going to put on a challenge, but I figured I could pull it through.
Now, they did go to battle themselves. Did you see them in the mirror swapping back and forth?
Yeah, I was watching the mirrors to see how that was going to turn out. It was a pretty good battle.
Well, it was better for them to battle them each other than you. So do you have anybody on this car that you want to thank today?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Gary Graham Transport, and then my mom, my dad, and then my papa for coming to the track and helping out every weekend.
What's it going to take to be back here again next time out?
We just got to stay fast, and that's about it.
Perfect. Everybody put your hands together.
Dylan Graham, your mini truck feature race winner. Slight little change in our afternoon agenda. We're going to run out the hot rods next and push the late models back one feature. Kind of split things up for those drivers doing double duty in the hot rod and super stock division. Our hot rod class here, the 50 Chris Lawrence, 43 Ed Peterson. .25 laps of scheduled distance here. White flag on the Speedway. Peterson in the 43, Lawrence in the 50. Out of turn 4, green flag. Lawrence got the best of Peterson the first time around. We'll see what happens here.
I think Lawrence started on the inside the last time, so interesting to swap and see what happens. Lawrence able to get to the inside of Peterson.
Yeah, Lawrence got into the grass a little bit coming out of corner 4. Good corner exit by the 50, but Lawrence couldn't keep it going there. Peterson will shut the door.
Not for long. Well, you want to do yourself a favor moving forward to the interviews? 2 questions. How do you think the race went?
Try to make it longer. Will had to pee.
Peterson's still the leader, followed by Lawrence.
Lawrence would have got inside there. He's still there. Peterson gave him.
Lawrence still on the inside. I think Lawrence has it on the backstretch. See if Peterson can hang in on the top side. Looks to fall in line behind the 50 BT of Chris Lawrence.
Two to go this time by the flag stand. 2 to go for Chris Lawrence. White flag on the Speedway. Peterson trying to get to Lawrence here. Coming around, will complete the double, the 50 of Chris Lawrence. Lawrence out of the car. And here he comes. Completing the double in the hot rod, a double feature day today. And we'll send it down trackside to Cape Frio.
Feature 1, now Feature 2. How does it feel, Chris?
I'm pumped for this. I definitely didn't think I had a great V8 car set up yet. We're still working on it. I really want to thank my crew, Glavin, my better half Penny, for all their help. This has been a very long weekend. This is our third track in 3 days. I think we've had 14 cars on track or 12 or something, too many. So big thanks to everybody for all their help, and thanks for everybody for coming out.
Put your hands together for the 50 BT of Chris Lawrence.
So Chris Lawrence will pull away and get set for the Super Stock feature race number 2. As we get set to welcome our late models, brought to you by Dock City Property Maintenance. The late models, 35 laps of scheduled distance. The one that's Jonathan Schwemmler from Listowel. 92 is Dwayne Horton from Goderich. 25 is Ryland Fascinato from Goderich. The 99, Jeremy Curtis from Park Hill. The 67, Olivia Curtis from Park Hill. 35 laps of scheduled distance here for our late model feature. All right, we'll get the late models to double up here. It'll be Schwemmler and Horton on the front row. Here we go, 35 laps for the late models. Schwemmler will bring him to the line. Green flag. Oh, look out! Big wreck! And a hard hit high in turn number 3. The left side tires of the 92 rode up on the 1 car and sent Horton into the wall, and red flag on the Speedway. We have lots of fluid obviously being spilt. Priority number 1 is the driver. Dwayne Horton out of Goddard's in that 92 machine. As mentioned, trying to go to the outside of Schwemmler going into turn 3. The left side of that 92 ramped right off of the 1 machine and sent the 92 carrying off the first wall and then into the outside wall in turn number 3.
Looks like the driver is getting out of that car. Fans, put your hands together for the driver, the 92.
That's Dwayne Horton out of Goddard's.
Grand Bend Speedway is proud to be part of the Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, along with over 50 tracks across North America. Promotional consideration for the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series is also provided by Whalen Engineering and CarQuest. For more information on the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series, visit the Weekly Series section at NASCAR.com. Huron Transfer Service late models bring the thrill of high-intensity late model racing to GBS as the track's top local division in the NASCAR Advance Auto Parts Weekly Series. Cobra tires help keep racing affordable and fair for drivers. Special thanks to Huron Transfer Service for their support, serving Central Huron and surrounding areas. Give them a call at 519-482-1100 to book your next ride. Dock Stater Property Maintenance Bone Stocks provide a low-cost option for getting into full-size racing using cars that are readily available through scrap yards. Dock Stater Property Maintenance provides lawn maintenance, snow, and ice control management for the Oneida Nation of the Thames, Chippewa of the Thames First Nation, Munsee Delaware Nation, Strathroy Caradoc Township, and South London. Robson Scrap Metal Mini Trucks are a classic half-scale division of racing at Grand Bend Speedway. Because of their size, the mini trucks turn Grand Bend Speedway from a short track into a full-throttle super speedway all the way around. A special thanks to Robson Scrap Metal, located on Carling Street in St. Mary's, for their support of the mini trucks. Grand Bend Home Hardware 9-horsepower Sprints are considered the original division of Grand Bend Speedway. Even before the track was expanded, the Sprints were running and providing amazing competition. McLean's Home Hardware is located in Grand Bend, with all you need to make your next home or garden project a success. The Pinedale Motor Inn Junior Sprints are the entry-level division for kids to get involved in racing. Open to drivers up to the age of 14, kids build their experience lap by lap. Pinedale Motor Inn is just a stone's throw away from the beaches of Grand Bend and the paths of Pinery Provincial Park. It's your cozy retreat after a sun-soaked Grand Bend day. For more information on any of these divisions, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. Special thanks to our supporters: Family-owned and operated McCann Ready Mix has ready mix plants located in Mount Carmel, Exeter, Mitchell, and Watford. They offer a wide variety of other services ranging from concrete construction, excavation, aggregates, and drag lining. Marshman Engines has been a longtime supporter of competition at Grand Bend Speedway. Keith Marshman has been a trusted and reliable source for small engine repair, maintenance, and diagnostics. Thank you, Marshman Engines. Located in Exeter, Ontario, Country Corners is a family-run multi-line powersports dealership selling and servicing motorcycles, snowmobiles, ATVs, side-by-sides, e-bikes, tractors, and more. Visit them at countrycorners.net. Special thanks also to CarQuest Auto Parts Park Hill, Home Run Delivery, Lambton Sanitation, Stratford Auto Recycle, Cobra Racing Tires, Action Trailers, and Horton's Lakeshore Enterprises. Thank you also to RCM Racing Equipment, Excalibur Insurance, and Leaf Racewear. Broadcast services for today's race are provided by checkeredflagmedia.com. For a full summer schedule of Grand Bend Speedway events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. Special thanks to our supporter, MyFM 105.7 Strathroy and 90.5 Exeter. Each day, the teams at MyFM leverage the power of local radio and their local websites to help make a difference in our communities. Find them online at exetertoday.ca and strathroytoday.ca for local community news, events, and contests. You'll find them on the radio dial at 105.7 FM in Strathroy and 90.5 FM in Exeter. For a full schedule of Grand Bend Speedway events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. All new at Grand Bend Speedway in 2025 is the Cobra Tire Cup Series, a 5-race series running on selected Sundays throughout the summer, with the season finale being held on a special 1-mile superspeedway course behind the traditional Grand Bend quarter mile. Visit grandbendspeedway.ca for more details. Grand Bend family go-karts are open daily at Grand Bend Speedway. Bring your family or bring your friends and take to the track this summer. No visit to the Grand Bend area is complete without a visit to Grand Bend Speedway family go-karts. The Outside Groove Diner food court is open daily with Grand Bend Speedway family go-karts and at all Grand Bend Speedway racing events. Enjoy hard-serve ice cream, subs, pizza, nachos, and more. Featuring a great view of the pits on race night and a live broadcast of the evening's races, be sure to stop by the Outside Groove Diner anytime you're at the track. For a full schedule of events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca.